Good evening, folks. Looks like the ads are just about wrapped up here, so we're gonna head on over to the game straight away. It's been a fairly productive day for me, I think. The Wednesdays are usually a day I spend up on campus getting meetings and whatnot done, and then I have to scramble to get the marking done. But I believe I have now concluded my commitments on Wednesdays. So, whoops. So now I get the luxury of taking a little bit of extra time in the mornings. Get to sleep in a little bit. Haven't had that chance for a good long time here, which is nice because the way that I have set up this course has essentially like a constant slow drip of grading in order to avoid massive backups of grading. It is a fourth year seminar course, so the students are, responsible for essentially forming the class by discussing the text, and I'm there, in part to pick the texts and to shepherd those discussions in effective and productive directions. I would say that, for me, part of this is making sure that they, not only have the opportunity, but the incentive to talk to one another and think about the subject matter. So the way that I have set up this course is they have to do a number of basically like short 1-page or like 1.5-page 5-minute papers. They have to do around one every couple of weeks, and based on the number of students that are in the class, that translates to any given class having 4 or 5 of these, plus longer form presentations that will happen every week. So I have to grade all of that, and I do give, individual handwritten feedback on the short papers as well as the presentations. So I have found this very... How should I put this? What it has meant is that I pretty much have to do the grading as soon as it comes in, because, if I didn't do any grading, for example, on a Tuesday afternoon or a Wednesday, then I would, have an additional 5 short papers that I have to grade come Thursday, which is also going to give me 5 of them. So it is crucial to have good habits here. And I kind of like it, actually, because it requires me to constantly think about sort of how the students are thinking. And I get to see where they're at sort of before they have to write in long form. Oh. I also think it's helpful just in terms of... Oh, this attack. Fuck. Still haven't got the timing on that one. It's helpful because the students have to get into the habit of writing regularly. Like the ones who seem to be struggling the most right now, just based on questions and whatnot, are the ones who have set all of their short papers to come in after the first essay is due, and the first essay is due tomorrow. In part, I suppose, because they haven't had the benefit of getting to do a bit of their thinking ahead of time. The way the course is set up is that, they are welcome and indeed invited to expand on their short papers in the form of midterms or final papers if they so desire. Ow. So I'm pretty happy with how it's working out so far. And I would say the discussions are going well. The students are talking to one another. In fact, I have found more than a couple of them are hanging around after class to talk about stuff that came up with their peers. So I'm going to put a feather in my cap. That's a good idea. If I ever get the chance to teach again, I'm going to do that. It's not easily portable to a first-year class, but it is a good, I think, technique for a fourth-year class. I mean, honestly, if I thought they could handle it, I'd probably have them do even more. Like, I had originally thought of having them do 6 reflections across term. But yeah, I think with the size of the class, that would have been an impractical amount of marking for me. So that's probably just not going to happen. Other than that, what else have I've been reading? This book called The Devil Thinks I'm Pretty, which is by an author, last name Ellsby, first name I can't quite remember. It's proving to be an interesting read. I kind of get the sense about... Oh, hey, welcome in, Axe. How you doing, man? Whoop. Whoop. Aw. Aw, darn. There goes the soul level 1. It's coming all right. I think, you know, this is stream number 4 on this boss, but the previous ones were basically useless because there was a week between 1 and 2 and another week between 2 and 3. So, not really building any practice in, but it's coming along. We had a pretty good pull on Monday night. Oh. How did, hope you didn't get blown away in any of those tornadoes, Axe. I'm sorry, I didn't see the message in your Discord about that until sometime this afternoon, a couple hours ago. Scary stuff, but you know, I assume if you're here among us, you didn't get blown away, so that's good. That's good. Whoops, what am I doing? Oh shit, a donation. Hey, Axe of Fury, thank you very kindly for your donation to Trans Lifeline. Is that... I seem to recall... Hold on, I just gotta scroll back and double check here. That is not your first donation. You have donated previously, and this now brings your total to $15, and that means that you are entitled, my friend, to a reading of up to 10 minutes. So DM me on Discord or post it somewhere there. You can ask me to read something. Whoops. Standard rates apply, up to 10 minutes. Yes, yes. And speaking of which, I gotta schedule the reading stream for the PCRF donations, which I think is probably going to be soon. There's still one person who has not got back to me and is delinquent on responding to my requests for the reading. So I may have to leave one spot unfulfilled for now, but that'll probably come up here soon. Oh. There we go. Yeah, the devil thinks I'm pretty, as you know, books go. It's short, so I don't feel like I'm gonna... I feel like I'm gonna waste my time by finishing it, but the style is not looking... Oh, really? The style is a little bit, I don't know. I believe what the intent is it's meant to reflect the inner monologue of someone who, I don't know, like, the sentences are very choppy and declarative. It's not quite stream of consciousness, but it is biographical in the way sometimes that children tell stories, where it is essentially a long string of events which are connected only superficially through the barest gift of conjunction. And that makes it kind of exhausting in a bad way to read for long periods of time. But fortunately, the book is short, so I won't have to worry about that for long. What am I passionate about? Oh. I'm passionate about making it to the next day. I'm passionate about Radagon's abs. I am passionate about... Oh, God. I don't know, man. What is passion? I don't know that I share that element of the human experience. What are drives? What is motivation? I don't know. I enjoy being alive. Is that passion? Is that what you were getting at, Axe? Or was that too deep? I seem... Do I want to, though? Fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do for content after I'm done. I guess I could do weapon level 0. Just the same fucking run over and over again, getting progressively more difficult. Oh. There we go. Please don't. Why? Why not? I would, you know... I think there's like under 1,000 people that have killed Millennia Rune level 1. But I'd say there's definitely under 100 people who have killed Millennia Rune level 1, weapon level 1. Oh, shit. That would be an achievement. But yes, I do actually want to beat Rune level 1. That is in fact a thing I would like to happen at some point. Before I shed this mortal coil. And then after that, fuck, I don't know. I gotta finish my goddamn PhD. That's a good high priority there. Gotta educate the students in whatever anywhere will pay me to do. I don't know if that's a passion though. That seems more like a necessity. I guess that's a statement about society, isn't it? That the things people can be passionate about are the things they need to live, and nothing else. Oh, come on. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Had a good time trying to figure out modded repo on Saturday. Because I normally don't spend much of Saturday or Sunday on the computer except for movie night. But I had to be home on Saturday afternoon for a delivery. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I might as well just like watch a bunch of movies or something. And also, I had to be home to try to finish my interminable bookshelf reorganization project, which is coming along, I think. The end is within sight. I think I didn't want to admit how bad the problem was, and thus I was a little too ambitious in the time I thought it would... Oh, God. It would take me to do that. Also been trying to figure that out. I like modded, but normal I can actually use knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't know. Like, I haven't fully understood what all of the mods do. I think at least one of them might have affected the price of upgrades in the game. And then there was like some new enemies or whatnot. But of course, with with new new levels and whatnot, you've got a whole tile set to learn. Yeah, Freddy seems to be a son of a gun. I don't know. With how crucial the monster... Oh my god. With how crucial the monsters are to that game, I think you've really got to know what you're doing design-wise to put a monster into the game. It's going to be very easy to make monsters that seem like a good idea on paper until you actually try to make them part of the complex machine of moving parts that is balance in Repo. I'm down with no new monsters. The others are fine enough at killing me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like with... Okay, so my gripe with Freddy is that it's like, on a technical level, the mod is well done, but creatively, it's kind of because the way you beat him, I think, is it depends on, like, his eye color, which I'm told is a thing from Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't actually played those games, so I don't really know. I don't know, it's kind of like the Minecraft levels that were modded in are very well done, technically. Like, I've run into no... Like, I didn't see any geometry glitches or, like, impossible tiles. There's, like, a couple of items that spawned in a wall, but that was about it. But ultimately, like, I'm playing Repo. I don't want to play a Minecraft level. I want to play a Repo level. So I want to see someone... I want the modders to, like, flex their imagination and invent something that would make sense to be in Repo. And a Minecraft level just doesn't do it. Yeah, like, you look away from him with one eye color and you look at him with another, right? So, like, there's technical skill on display with, like, the Freddy mod or the Minecraft levels, but there's very little creativity on display with those. So they leave me kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I have to give props to the authors for getting those things put together, because I have to imagine it's technically quite challenging to do and to bug test them. But I don't feel a desire to go back and play the Minecraft level again, I did see that there is a mod for a hospital level, which... Oh, that's grim. But I will play it. Oh, Radagon, slow down, bro. Oh. You juked me with that nice slow swing there. Yeah, and then there's another one that adds, like... I don't know, it was just called, like, names levels, and then the name was the name of the modder. Which I played one game of during my lunch break, and I did not get one of the new levels, so I guess I will go back to that. Also, man, there's so many cosmetic mods. Now that does not surprise me, since the characters in this game are, like, the little robots you play are, like, perfect canvases for for cosmetics. Like, they're round, they're bald, they got flat surfaces, it's easy to put hats on them. Like, they are... If I didn't know any better, and maybe I don't, I would say that they were designed to be canvases for cosmetics. I am interested to see what, if anything, the official, official team eventually puts out as far as cosmetics. I mean, I'm sure it'll break all the existing cosmetic mods, maybe. But I I decided to just like install, I think I picked like the 5 biggest ones, and holy shit, those mods are huge. There's so much stuff in there, they slow down the loading of the game on startup because of all of the cosmetic assets it has to load in. Which is that's that's an experience, let me tell you. But you know, I like what I would like to see as far as mods is mods that like adjust monster behavior for single versus multiplayer, because some of the monsters are way harder to deal with in single player. And the one I'm thinking of in particular here is like the Invisible Man, who is, you know, depending on the other monsters you get, that's pretty much a death sentence if you get him in single player. And also just like creative, you know, creative additions. Items, weapons, whatever. I don't have strong feelings on what's balanced as far as the cost of upgrades or the cost of items. Yes, but what if you get the Invisible Man when you don't? Or before you can afford items, right? Oh, shit. Jumped way too early. Yeah, like, maybe the one thing that I feel strongly about is that the Rugrat requires too much strength to lift. Maybe a mod that reduces that I would install. However, I did see one, like I saw 1 or 2 mod overhaul, or monster overhaul mods. I only looked at one of them though, and it looked like it pretty universally made all of the monsters easier, and that is, that's a no-go for me. I don't want that. You know, I just want it to be such that all of the monsters have counterplay, even on level 1, and that's it. That's where I'm at, right? Oh, mod pack called Repo Reimagined. Oh shit. Like 300 mods? Jesus Christ. That's like fucking Feed the Beast Minecraft mod pack circa 2013 number of mods. What the fuck are people doing with 300 mods? Is that like, what, 285 cosmetic mods and then 15 gameplay ones? I don't know. I guess I should qualify. Oh, Penguin redeemed Hydrate. Okay, I will hydrate. Yeah, I think I hit around that many mods once, but you know, when I did that, like 350 of them were probably texture mods, you know? Oh, damn it. I should have been a little more patient. Also, hello, Penguin. Hope you're doing okay, man. Hope your digestive system is not in open rebellion after you forced it to experience and then lose godhood. But, you know, I guess, you know, Repo is not the kind of... Oh, I am well. How do you think spiders would deal with spicy anise? Do they have capsaicin receptors? I seem to recall that there were studies on using, like, capsaicin and I believe specifically it was, like, dried peppers as, like, insecticides, and unfortunately it doesn't work any better than powders of any kind work. So I don't think it affects them quite as much. However, it's been a long-ass time since I looked into that. That would have been... Fuck, that would have been something I looked up in my undergrad. So, I don't know. Try giving a spider some salsa and see what it thinks. Oh, this fucking... Oh, man, those little spears just fuck me up every time. Oh. Pengu. As far as other kinds of spicy anise, you know, you'll only be able to test that one if you eat the salsa first. And at that point, I don't have an experimental methodology to recommend. Just make sure you keep detailed notes. Yeah, Penguin, how the fuck are you? How's it? How is it? How is Mario Kart? How is having a Switch 2? Whoa. Oh, Radagon missed. That's unusual. Oh, I finally dodged the little spears and got hit by the follow-up. Oh well. I don't know. So, like, I play Repo solo very, very occasionally, but it's just not... It's not a fun game for me to play solo. And even, like, playing multiplayer, I don't know, like, it's not fun as a game. What is enjoyable about Repo is the hijinks that it produces, but the game itself is like when things are going well and everything isn't a disaster, is Repo all that fun? Does it only become fun when someone fucks up and people start dying? Like, that seems to be my read on it. I'm quite well, thank you. I've played Mario Kart twice. Looking forward to DK in a couple of weeks. Oh, is there a new Donkey Kong for Switch 2? Donkey Kong or something? Well, there you go. Honestly, I think it's fun in general. You know, no accounting for taste, but I don't know, it doesn't do anything for... Oh, shit. Doesn't do anything for me. Was Mario Kart not to your taste, Penguin? You've only played it twice. It did give us the new character in your stream of the Australian dolphin. No, I'm sorry, not the Australian dolphin, the Italian dolphin. And the ever-present threat that you might be forced to do an ooh-woo in a Jamaican accent. Which I think we all agree would not be good to do. I don't think it's called that, Penguin. It would be quite a departure from Nintendo's naming standards, I think. But if you have a citation, I would be happy to look at it. Oh, what am I doing? You've got me distracted, Penguin. I've been thinking about Donkey Kong Memories for the Switch 2. It's anecdotal. Oh, you've been hearing whispers of memories from Nintendo HQ, have you? Threads of mammalian nutrition spreading south from Japan, reaching your ears. Fungal hyphae carrying sweet whispers of human dairy. Is this what you've been experiencing, Penguin? Is this what you wanted to go away by Godmilk? I can only guess they're going the retro route by bringing back the more 3D rounded DK breasts. Does he have nipples in this game? I know that there is some website, god damn it, that tracks whether DK has nipples in any appearance he makes. Oh no, no nipples in the Mario Kart DK. Uh-oh. What about the upcoming DK game, though? Maybe DK puts his nipples away for collapse. Wouldn't want to distract I suppose. Not a good thing to bring to an ensemble cast. I'll leave it as a surprise. Penguin, I'm gonna level with you, man. I'm probably not gonna look it up because I don't think I would buy the Donkey Kong game even if I had a Switch 2. However, I appreciate your willingness to involve me. Thank you for letting me into the Donkey Kong breast memes. A surprise for you. Oh. See, I would have thought in your position, what with your vexed history regarding Donkey Kong's breast tissue, that you might want to know what you're getting into. But hey, who am I to deny a man his right to be surprised by an ape's nipples, or lack thereof? I suppose we all get our thrills somewhere, don't we? I get my thrills by waking up in the morning and remembering I've got another hard day of work ahead of me. I do not seek out the DKN. They expose themselves to me at the right time. So nipples are just a thing that happened to you, Penguin. You have no agency in this? Interesting theory. Fuck. Oh man, I am not doing well on this first phase. Embarrassingly badly, in fact. Correct? And tell me, Penguin, what is it like to have a nipple happen to you? Attributing quite a lot of agency to the nipple itself in this formulation. I mean, maybe there's something there. Let's explore this. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Okay. So what you're saying is that the surprise of experiencing a nipple event in the Switch 2 Donkey Kong is greater in its extremity than the disappointment of finding out ahead of time that there are no nipples to be experienced in Donkey Kong for the Switch 2. Thus, it is preferable to go for the surprise than to do reading ahead. Fuck. Correct? Oh. Maybe in a trivial sense, but is it right that it's like that? It's practically correct, but morally, is it, Penguin? Morally? Should we tolerate that? I don't know. I don't think nipples should be surprising. I think they should be routine. Well, isn't that why people come to this stream, Penguin? To have their mind expanded. To think about things in a way they'd never previously thought to consider them. Why don't we all take a moment to reflect on nipple events in our lives? In a human sense, please free them, but I think DK should either put on a shirt or Diddy should take it off. Oh, so for you, the fact that at least some of them are ashamed of their nipples indicates that a Donkey Kong nipple event is in some way a provocation. I don't know about that. Maybe he's just more vulnerable to sunburn. I assume all apes are sunburned all the time. Because I guess they don't have sunscreen. You have one nipple, but this might be the wrong place to tell the tale. I can only leave that decision in your hands, Axe. One story? Well, I mean, how many stories can you have about having one nipple? Oh, what am I doing? I was counting Radagon's nipples. He only has... one? Maybe? There is no nipple, there is only breast. Well, I mean, if we're Donkey Kong, correct. No, you can't. That's why I don't allow that. Some things are only for you to experience, not me. I don't need the full spectrum of human experience to be within my own purview. It's okay for some things to not be for me. Fuck. Unfortunately, beating Radagon and the Elden Beast at rune level 1 is also not for me presently. Every time I pick up my 32-ounce restaurant container filled with water that I use for my drink, there's a moment that I have to endure approximately 10% of the time, in which I sup from the straw, and it makes a strange mouth sound. And then my immediate thought at that point is always to look to OBS and see if my model reacted. And then I get to ask the question of, did this weird mouth sound make it to stream? Will anyone say anything about it? So far? Oh, shit. I was thinking about weird mouth sounds. Pretty good record on it not making it to stream. But one of these days, someone's going to accuse me of farting into the mic, and I'm not sure how I'm going to defend against that accusation. It's just one of the many things I have to consider in my capacity as a talking painting on the internet. Oh. Good God. Good God. What makes sense? How did any of that make sense? It was a record of madness, Axe. It shouldn't make any sense at all. Nothing. Good. I see we're on the same page. Right. This flask first. Cool. Page, but but I have pages in the painting, do I not? An infinite number of them, in fact. Actually, I'm honestly jealous of how fast my painting self can read. If only I could read that fast. Oh, what the f- did I run out of stamina? Jesus. Surprise or disappointment? Oh dear God, what is this clip? What is this clip? I think what's happening is that I'm... Oh no. Oh no. No, oh this... Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Thank you, Star. Thank you for recording that moment for all of posterity. Hopefully someone will benefit from having these thoughts placed into the record of all of humanity's many achievements. It'll be rather near the bottom of that list, I think, but if it changes one person's way of thinking, then I guess it'll be successful, won't it? Oh, those fuck... Oh my God. That combo... Oh, something always hits me in it. Depressing. 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 But yeah, legitimately, there is a crossroads before me here very soon. And it'll happen when I beat this fight, because that is the end of my first major streaming project. I will have collected all remembrances in the base game at rune level 1. And at that point, you know, there's really no clear sense of where this goes next. Dark Souls 2 probably, but that's just going to be a regular run. I'm not doing a Soul level 1 run of Dark Souls 2, for fuck's sake. No thank you. Oh, I ran out of stamina again. I'm getting reckless. This is what your talk of nipples has done to me, Penguin. It's filled my hands with wild vigor. They no longer obey the lashes of my brain. They operate on pure animal passion, which in this case is violence, and not anything else that nipples might inspire one towards. I suppose nutrition. Correct. I'm not beating Radagon to death by nutrition. Ah, fuck you, Radagon. You have been thoroughly enlightened on the need for more nipples in Nintendo IPs. I think Nintendo should develop a nipple-based IP. It seems like this is a thing that factors into their character design. Maybe they should just bring it to the forefront. We're really lacking these days in things that ape the aesthetics of children's media, but are not for children. Like, where is the Conker's Bad Fur Day of Gen Z? Like, what is... We've lost the ability to, like, I don't know, attribute something other than innocence to this imagery. I want to know why Mario has nipples, but DK doesn't. Wait, Mario has nipples in Mario Kart? Who made the nipple choice? Oh, man. Do you think if we pooled enough streamers together, we could sue Nintendo and get the internal memos on nipple versus no nipple as part of Discovery? Oh, well, I have to assume that's because Mario is the headliner, right? You get to have your nipples out if you're the star of the show, even if it's an ensemble cast. But DK would be taking the spotlight if he had his nips out. So I guess he has to sullenly, shamefully, not even wear a shirt, but pretend he doesn't have them. I'll have to go and take a tally of who does and doesn't have nipples. The dolphin should have nipples. They are mammals. Question is, does Bowser have nipples? Cow definitely has an udder. Okay, well we're getting somewhere. Has Bowser ever had nipples? I don't think so. You don't think the women will? Well, get to modding, Penguin. Bowser is a lizard. If he has nipples, I'm curious as to his biology. Is he a lizard? I don't know what Koopas are. Italian women do not have nipples. I have seen some documentaries, Penguin, that would suggest otherwise. I think you may want to revise that conclusion. And if not, just head down to your local Italian cultural center and conduct some research of your own. I only learn from Nintendo games? Oh. I don't know what to say about that. That just seems depressing. Because there's probably someone out there who, I don't know, gets their whole moral philosophy from Nintendo games. Really? Fucking really? Okay. Who are these Italian women? To my great shame, Star, I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, you're thinking of the Italian women in Nintendo. I see. Well, I tell you what, I have heard that Nintendo has an internal rule about exactly how much, like, depictions of female characters can, like, I don't know. The guidelines have to do with, like, prominence of secondary sexual characteristics, which obviously has its own, you know, problematic elements too, right? So I I'm told that Nintendo has like a list of these rules, and this one is the 34th in the list, so it's called Rule 34. So I think if you need information about their nipples, just Google Rule 34 Peach, and you will probably get the info that you need. No, no, Penguin. Rule 34. Please tell me I didn't go through that whole spiel and say Rule 24. I don't even know what Rule 24 is. Okay, good. And it's for research, Penguin, so you can do this on your office network. Don't worry. In fact, build a company for the research hours. What? I'm just offering suggestions as far as research materials. God fucking damn it, Radagon. Did you find pertinent information, Penguin? In fact, I bet if you Google, like, you know, you mentioned earlier that Bowser is a lizard, but I seem to recall that Bowser is one of the characters discussed in that post. So if you Google like Rule 34 Bowser Peach nipples, I bet you'll probably find some comparison of the two. And maybe some guidelines on like which Koopas can have nipples or not. Oh, god damn it. You're done Googling? Like, we're good? Just after that? Karma is not killing me. This is tame shit. All you're learning about is Nintendo's official practices as far as, you know, the limits of artistic representation of their characters. Brother, I've watched the director's cut of Ken Russell's movie, The Devils. This shit is nothing. Karma isn't coming for me for this. Holy hell no. That's just a good way to spend an afternoon. You meant the learning? Oh, Penguin's a smart cookie. I'm sure he knows what's up. I don't believe that a man who created a model where his head is a hand has never heard of Rule 34. Took a fucking hit in this fight. It is going to gut me if the successful kill for this fight ends up being one where I got tagged by a tiny fucking spear of light. Oh. There we go. There we go. I mean, the hand doesn't have lipstick on it. And called Yennefer Lopez. Hey, I'm not making any assumptions about what Penguin does when he turns off OBS, okay? Maybe he likes to dress up. I don't know. Penguin, if you don't have it already, you should consider a lipstick toggle for the hand. Or maybe a mustache toggle. Actually, I guess with your hand, where the fingertips are the lips. Maybe lipstick's not a good call. A little mustache could be nice, though. Ooh. South Park reference? Oh. Never watched it. I guess that would explain why I didn't get your reference, Axe. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. God damn it. Maybe one day, but I must be off for lunch. Well, thank you for coming by, Penguin. I'm glad we could improve the limit of human knowledge on Donkey Kong's nipples and patterns in the appearance thereof. May you enjoy a good lunch. Don't eat any of your own body or hair. Have a good day. And don't drink any water you find on the side of the road, either. It's all good. Is it, though? Is it all good? Is all good? I don't know about you. I don't think all is good. What presumption? I'm sorry, that was mean. Maybe it's just ambition, not presumption. At any rate, I did spend a majority of my lunch break today exploring the absolutely vast range of options of repo character cosmetics. Is there a consensus for what the player characters are called in repo? Are they just called bots? Or collectors? Or like what? What is their deal? They have a name? Anyway. I'm just gonna call them robots. Are they robots? I don't know. And, yeah, there's some good options there. There's a lot of really shit options, too, which is a shame. I personally think the game should only be able to be modded to include accessories that I personally would wear. Gonna lurk for support. Have a good stream, Furrow. Well, thanks for coming by, Axe. Hope you have yourself a good evening. And I will see you around, man. Thanks for not blowing away in a tornado. Keep your feet on the ground, as the dwarfs in World of Warcraft used to say. Oh, god damn it, the fucking teleport. Keep your feet on the ground. Oh, I used to be able to do a good goblin voice. Not anymore, though. You know what I did used to be able to do really well? Was a Murgle. Their weird little sound. But I've lost the technique for it. Maybe I'll try practicing and I can unveil it one day. Sadly, Murgles are BDS now, so I have to save that for a better day to come in the future. Anyway, I'm keeping you. You have yourself a good evening, Axe. We got a break for ads here soon. Anyway, after this poll. You know what I never have to practice, though? I never have to practice the pigeon sound. It just comes naturally to me. Oh, fuck. Alright, folks. Last poll before we go for a little break, because we got ads coming up here soon. Honestly, my expectations of this poll are pretty low, or I probably wouldn't have even gone for one this close to ads. Which isn't to say I'm going to let him kill me. Just that I don't expect to live. Oh, fuck. That combo. Oh. Alright, well. On that note, let's take a little break here. Oops. Alright, folks, we've got ads for 3 minutes. That is time enough to go grab something to eat, grab something to drink, take your medicine if you've got medicine to take, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is get up, walk around, and stretch. Alright, folks, 3 minutes. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and if you stick around to watch the ads, let me know what Twitch wants you to buy. Alright, so long. Alrighty, folks, I am back. Had a quick snack myself on notably good stream food, ketchup chips. Let's get the game warmed back up here. Taco Bell advert, lipstick for mature women, and DIY squishies. Holy shit. All of that is fascinating to me. Oh shit. I guess I should put the game on screen. There we go. Damn Canadians and your superior snacks. Right. That does remind me. Americans, for all of their grocery store profusions, have yet to innovate taking a popular condiment and putting it on a chip. Yes. Yes, we do have all dressed, which is... Ah, fuck, I can never remember the exact combo. It's ketchup, sour cream and onion, barbecue, and salt and vinegar, I think, makes an all-dressed chip. They're pretty good. I mean, ketchup chips were not my favorite chip until I lost my sense of taste, because turns out I can kind of still taste them. Whereas sour cream and onion, de nada, not anymore. Even barbecue chips are kind of hit or miss. I did once back in like, probably around this time last year, I bought bougie barbecue chips from a fancy person grocery store. And they were like, I knew immediately that these were going to be magical because the like dust of flavoring on them, like you could hardly see the chip below it, and I could taste that. Maybe not as, what the fuck? Maybe not as strongly as that would suggest. Oh hey, welcome in, Jet Black Sheep. You missed our extended discussion, to the tune of what, 35 minutes about Donkey Kong's nipples. So that is Penguin's gift to us all. How are you doing, Sheep? How's it going? But yeah, that was like, that, I don't know, what do you call a thick layer of dust? Whatever it was, that's what it was. I guess I could just call it a thick layer of dust and not fumble fecklessly for the word. Oy, oy, oy. Penguin does have an affinity. He did confess a certain delight at the impending possibility of a Donkey Kong nipple event. I have to give him credit for his candor in these matters. Much as I can't share his taste in earthly delights. Me, I'm a simple man. I like to take a big stick and hit someone with it. Fuck. Or die. Sometimes I like to just sit down and read a book. Sometimes I like to watch movies, but Penguin, that man likes to sit down and really turn over Donkey Kong's nipples in his brain. And that seems to reward him with something I can't quite access. So maybe, you know, maybe the sense I'm getting that we're all lightly making fun of Penguin here is just our own envy. That his share of the human experience is just a little larger than ours. Maybe a bit of empathy for Penguin would go a long way. I don't know. Oh. I saw you were doing Night Rain solo runs the other day, Sheep. How was that going? Oh my god, no. Gotta give Radagon credit, though. That was an elite tier juke on his part. Not this. Oh, the imposing slow walk. Not this again. Oh, the same combo, you fucker. Ah. Just... Oh, no. Well, that's the end of that. Be the bonk. I would never make fun of such a sweet hand. I would. In fact, I would encourage you to. But temper that mockery with empathy. Few people can contemplate Donkey Kong's nipples like Penguin has and not emerge much the worse for it. Now, arguably, Penguin has emerged worse for it, but not much. But not much. So credit where credit's due. It's damaged him, but not as much as it would damage most of us. Ay, ay, ay. Unfortunately, I think I'm spending too much of this stream thinking about nipples, and that has led to a quite sharp decline in the quality of my gameplay. It's, I've had better pulls, let's put it that way. Yunk. There we go. That's a good one. Ah, that's a shame. Solos are pretty fun. They're not as bad as I expected. I've only done the first boss, but I've soloed it several times, including a couple times where I'd screwed up and lost levels during the round. Still a bit conflicted on Night Rain overall. So just for curiosity's sake, what those times when you lost levels, around what level were you at beating Gladius? I would assume then that would probably put you at what? At like 10 or 11? I am also conflicted. I mean, I will reserve my final judgment for when I spend some time playing the game solo, which will be quite some time. Excuse me, quite some time yet, since I won't be going back to it until after I'm done Dark Souls 2. But oh god, fuck the teleport. Fuck those spears too. Get up to 11. Hey, I mean, if you can beat the boss at 11, I think that's still pretty good. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna let him kill me. This run is cursed. Okay, sorry. Itchy nose. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I have been tiny bit under the weather for the last week and getting a little bit of a post-nasal drip. One round I lost something like 3. Oh, fuck, man. That's tough. I like, honestly, I'm still trying to decide what, like, even, oh, words are defeating me now. I'm still trying to figure out which character I would want to do solo runs in. Like, part of the fun of playing Iron Eye, for me, is being a support character. But I don't want to play a solo run as Iron Eye. But I don't abundantly love there's like no character in the game that has all abilities that I like. So I'm gonna have to compromise on something there. As far as, like, I don't know, like, I haven't played enough of the game, I think, to have a fully, like, informed opinion about this, but my sense is that, you know, it has kind of landed the roguelite gameplay pretty well, in that, you know, I understand that if you are a roguelike liker, you want a pretty tough, grindy experience, and you don't mind a run that lasts 40 minutes. And I mean, like, hey, you've got it, right? That's just exactly what this game is. I guess my problem with that is that, you know, most roguelikes are, you know, in the early stages, they're pretty chaotic, and then as you progress deeper into the game, it becomes a much more streamlined experience because you start to get a build online or whatever. With Night Rain in particular, your build just kind of doesn't fucking matter until the last boss, because you know, for the most part, oh shit, unless you get one of the night bosses that has a specific immunity or a really strong damage mitigation, you can kind of fuck up a whole lot and still get to the boss, and, like, get to the boss with builds and character levels that cannot prevail against that boss. And so the Elden Ring experience, the Night Rain experience, is kind of, in a strange way, like, it is too streamlined. They've nailed the, like, back end of the game, but not the front end, because, you know, basic enemies in Night Rain aren't challenging. The night bosses are not usually challenging. All of the difficulty comes in on the last day. Oh, hey. Welcome in, Misty. Glad to see you around. How are you doing? I don't mind playing it sometimes, but it hasn't grabbed me like regular Souls and Elden Ring. Also, I prefer playing it off stream. It's hard to balance chat for me in Night Rain. I agree. I definitely don't really want to play it on stream anymore until I get to the solo runs. Like, a big problem for me with it being multiplayer is I feel like if I read chat and I am distracted and I fuck up, it's not just, you know, oh, I have to try again. I'm used to that here, right? I've also affected two other people's enjoyment of the game. So I feel a social pressure from strangers who haven't said anything for me to not look at chat while streaming Night Rain. So I think it'll be a little more fun to stream solo. But, you know. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm fucked. That was dumb. I should have just run. Shouldn't have bothered with the horse. Alas. Hey, welcome in, Daikon. Love to nail the back end. What a fun and remarkable way to say hello. Do you use that greeting with many people? I think I'll probably, I haven't really played much Night Rain in the last 10 days or so. Play Wilder almost. Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask, is which character is maybe not the best for solo, but which character is going to be the most fun for solo? Wilder's got a good combo in that he has a skill for movement. So that, to me, is suggestive of Wilder being a good candidate for solo play. I know people say Revenant is good too because of the summons. I don't really know. I mean, I haven't really looked into the meta for solo Night Rain at the moment. It's how those of us in the Pacific Northwest, oh, god damn it, say howdy. Admittedly, I've not heard that one before, but maybe I'm just not talking to the right people in the Pacific Northwest. I'm just imagining now a shot-for-shot recreation of Twin Peaks, except every character says, love to nail the back end, instead of hello. And weirdly, it doesn't feel that out of place. He just meshes very well with my playstyle to begin with. I'm curious about the others, but it's hard to see myself preferring another as of now. So for me, there's really 4. The short list is 4. Wilder is pretty high up there. The fucking spears. Wilder, Duchess, Executor, and Raider. Raider has, there's at least some gameplay with the... I forget what his ability is called now, the Retaliation. I've heard incantations and sorceries can be strong. I haven't tried them at all yet, so maybe Revenant might be fun. Heard their base claw attacks are really solid. I have heard that too. I don't know, I just don't like summons in the base game, so I'm disinclined to play Revenant at all. I unlocked her, but that's about it. Recluse, I've heard, can be pretty good. I guess the advantage to Revenant is that the ult can heal her, too, which I guess is useful. Don't quote me on that, though. I literally have not looked at what Revenant's abilities can do, so I'm not... I might be fully talking out my anus on that one. The Fur-chan, what flavor ice cream do I like? I don't really eat ice cream these days. I do like sorbet. I realize I might be being a bit pedantic there to distinguish the two. But I can only really taste citrusy ice creams. So, orange, lime, etc. Mango sorbet is actually pretty good. There's like a 3-berry sorbet that goes on sale at the supermarket near me every now and then. I try to pick that up if the sale is good. I'm kind of curious about Executor too. I don't typically play a super parry heavy style, but I do parry sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I think if you... I mean, my inclination is that since a good parry is both defensive and offensive, if you can handle it, if you've got the practice, Executor is probably going to be the best solo. Other than the fact that it doesn't really have any movement abilities that I can think of, and I don't know, my monkey brain tells me that you gotta go fast in Night Rain, and therefore you need movement. Ay. Oh my god. Their textural difference is important. For Kun not being pedantic challenge failed, I can't help myself. I'm the only one here allowed to be pedantic. That's why it's a rule for chat and not for the streamer. Oh, I got a update on my Twitch activity feed that says, oh, Star Miria is the new top clipper. Wow. Congratulations, Star Miria. I think it is a rule that I set for Twitch chat. If it isn't, I should set it that way. Ollie. Oh, remember on Monday when I said I might beat this guy tonight because my pulls were getting better? And then I loaded up today and it's like I've never played this fucking boss before? I remember that. I remember that. Quite keenly. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How are you doing, Daikon? How are you doing, Noir? What? Oh my god. Oh, that was terrible. No, it is a rule. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad I remembered that, at least. Gotta make sure I'm the only one allowed to be infinitesimally and annoyingly particular about terms. Ugh. Yeah, otherwise, I'm almost done The Devil Thinks I'm Pretty, which is an interesting book with a style I don't particularly like. And then I will move on to The Frankenstein of Baghdad by Ahmed Sadawi, which I have heard is quite good. I have read excerpts of it in the past. I'm looking forward to reading the whole thing here, starting, like, tomorrow if I get enough reading done tonight. Running on an all-nighter and currently caramelizing onions, so same as ever. Ah yes, marking season begins tomorrow for me, so I'll be getting midterm papers in. I'm sure that will be fun. Actually, legitimately, I'm extremely curious to hear what these students have to say about Robin Hood. Especially the ones who haven't been talking all that much in class. So they've kept their thoughts kind of to themselves. So now I get to see what they really think. Or what they've chosen to represent to me as their thoughts. Great, feeling concerningly happy about myself? Noir, are you finding reasons to deny yourself the temporary pleasure of self-confidence and self-esteem? Including finding their very existence in your suite of human emotions to be a concerning and disruptive event? Might I recommend not doing that? Why do you think you find holding yourself in high esteem to be so striking that you must come up with reasons to not do it? Read you like a book? No. No. You are a page in the book of humanity. I've read that paragraph before. Aren't we all written with the same ink? Oh my god. Nope. Oh my god. I didn't know that I could survive that. But then, of course, the combo did kill me. Daikon, have I told you what the assignment structure for this course is like? It's actually been quite a interesting grading experience for me. Because I have them do... Okay, cliche-kun. Oh, fuck off. Fine. Fine, I'm cliche-kun. I have not? Oh, shit. Okay, well. Oh, yeah. So basically, I have them doing, like 4 short papers across the term, which are basically just like 1 to 1.5 page or 5-minute orally presented text. And the theory is that they would build the practice of writing about these texts a little bit at a time. And also, the students are required to cite each other in the midterm and the final paper. And I have been quite pleased to see that... Ay. No, Radagon. Stop this. Oh, what the dickens was that? Very pleased to see that the students are indeed, some of them are even like hanging around talking about the material after class ends. So it seems to be kind of working. I feel like if I became content with myself, I'd have no drive to be better. I feel like that's probably not true. But I feel like that is a true expression of what you honestly believe. Damn, that was rough. Hey, man. All of my pulls are rough. Thank you for humoring me by suggesting that that one was especially bad. Admittedly, I don't see him do that attack very often. Seems to be a phase 2 only, and only when I'm far away, which I don't usually allow to happen. Yeah, he's definitely killed me with that a couple of times. But, oh god. Love students citing each other. Oh, Robin Hood was sanitized and mythologized retelling of a forbidden love story between Robin Hood and the sheriff. Would that were true. Arguably, you get I mean, if you want to do that reading, the Guest of Robin Hood, which is the big surviving Middle English Robin Hood story, has kind of, you know... Oh god, I was thinking about gay Robin Hood. It has moments between Robin Hood and King Edward that you could probably read that way. If you wanted to look for traces of the homoerotic. Oh god, Robin Hood. Fuck. Oh god. The Middle English to Modern English translinguistic pun. Fuck. Can I be read too? Would my book be written in glitter pen? I'm inclined to think so. I would say, I don't like the pen for sure, but then probably on, I'm thinking purple and white paper too. I don't know, would you prefer white paper and purple ink or purple paper and white ink? Which Edward are we talking about? Good question. I mean, Edward question mark. I think it's, I don't recall. I know Stephen Knight explains somewhere which Edward it was supposed to be, because the King Edward of the Guest is repeatedly called handsome, and one of the Edwards was apparently famously quite handsome. White paper is more familiar to people. Business brand, well, I mean, I guess you gotta sell it, but okay. If it's just like the special edition that only you get, would you not want the purple paper, white ink? Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. Oh, trying to think about all of this Robin Hood and this paper and whatnot. King Edward is the angry parent in the story. The way to think about King Edward and Robin Hood is, you know that video that hopefully all of you have seen of a bunch of young British men, like in their early 20s, who are all fairly muscular and shirtless, wearing slim fit jeans, passing around a bottle of vodka and a cigarette, and eventually they just start like hitting each other with chairs. If you know the video I'm talking about, that is basically how the merry men work in The Guest of Robin Hood. Fuck. God damn it. If it were just for me, I'd like yellow paper and purple glitter pen. Damn. That is a color contrast. I can see it, though. It's got a... Yellow paper seems... It feels very official. It's like the only other color I can see just... Well, look, it was from... The video is from, like, 2013, 2014. Please don't make me track this video down. Am I the only one who has seen this? Aye. Also, would you like to know something fun? It is really hard to find a white Sharpie. I'll fucking show it on screen, Daikon. Don't think you're getting away from this. My sorting system for new Magic the Gathering cards involves sorting them first by their color identity, which means I needed to label a series of boxes by colors, and I thought the best way to do that would have the labels be the color that they are supposed to be, and then also the word written on the label would be the color, right? Straightforward stuff, right? The blue label is blue paper and has blue on it. But when I came to black, this was a problem since black doesn't show up on black all that well. So this began my quest for a white Sharpie. And I even went to the craft store that's sort of near me. And no, nothing. No white Sharpies. I had to order silver Sharpies on Amazon just to write this one label on a box. So now I have 2 silver Sharpies in Amazon, from Amazon, that are in a drawer somewhere that I bought to write the word black on top of an old box that used to hold Dragon Shield sleeves. What a waste. Yeah, had to... So, yeah. Look. Whatever. I had to. I'm sticking with that. I've never heard of what you're talking about. What? Oh no. Okay, I am gonna have to pull up the video, aren't I? Okay. Yes, I guess I will. So, the context for this is that in The Guest of Robin Hood, one of the... Okay, actually, towards the end of the story, Robin Hood has finally defeated and killed the Sheriff of Nottingham. And then the king arrives, but the king arrives in disguise. He's disguised as an abbot. And he goes to meet with Robin Hood and pretend to be a messenger for the king. And probably Robin Hood sees through this disguise, but maybe not. But what definitively happens is that King Edward, in the guise of the abbot, interrupts a game that Robin Hood and the Merry Men are playing. And the way this game works is they tie a wreath, tie a wreath to a tree, and then they stand some distance away and they have to shoot arrows. And if you manage to shoot through the wreath, you're fine. But if any of your 3 shots miss the wreath, then a bunch of your buddies get to punch you a lot until presumably you fall down. And Robin Hood misses his 3rd shot, and then King Edward volunteers to be the one who punches Robin Hood, and everyone's like, "Oh, but you're just an abbot. That won't work. You can't punch." And then King Edward beats the absolute ever-loving shit out of Robin Hood. And then Robin Hood stands up and says, "Wow, you are a sturdy brother now. Why don't you play this game with us?" And King Edward takes some shots, and he also has to take some punches. And yeah, this is just guys being dudes in the woods now. Forget the the political turmoil. Everything's fine because boys will be boys. But you now know why Robin Hood and his merry men are that video, which prior to tonight I thought was a very famous internet video, but apparently I'm the only one in the world who has seen it. So we're going to track it down here soon. And then, I don't know, I will have a moral victory, and the rest of you will be educated. Sort of. By a certain definition of moral victory and education. Fuck. Can't believe I let him catch me. Oh. Doesn't everyone watch videos of well-muscled, shirtless men interacting in the forest? You fucking fool. They're in alleyway, not a forest. So, bully to you, Zycon. One in chat if you want to see this video of shirtless young men drinking booze and hitting each other with chairs. Also, a kiss is exchanged. Okay. Someone knows what's up. Ah! Gotcha, Radagon. Oh, piss. That's bad timing on my part. Men kissing, I'm there? Alright. I begin to fear somehow that the homoeroticism of this particular video has somehow been exaggerated. But we'll see. I'll do that before the next ad break. God damn it. I've lost the timing on this bit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, pro jukes, Radagon. Props to you on that one. Could you imagine how fucking satisfying it must be to teleport out of an attack if you can do it? Oh no! those explode afterwards. Oh, are you fucking joking? Well. Yeah, sorry, if you said nothing or said two in chat, guys, it's Pride Month. You gotta do better. Oh, is it gonna make me watch the cinematic and then kill me? Yep, that's fun. I like that. Oh boy. Okay. How are... Oh, we got like 15 minutes before the next ad break. We got time. But yeah, I am very curious to see what students produce as far as their papers. They all seem to be talking to each other. I was legitimately very worried that this part of my plan would not work, but it does seem to have produced some good effects. And yeah, we'll see how the essays are. Poor Radagon. Does all of his fancy twirling and still gets hit. Not gonna lie though, if I could teleport away from attacks, I would be using that to stunt on people all the fucking time. Dead Poets Society 2, The Robining. I'm gonna confess something here. I've never watched Dead Poets Society. I'm told it's based on a book, and I haven't read the book either. I know. Gasps all around. Shame, shame. Actually, you know what? You know what I also haven't read? I haven't read Ulysses. I feel like that is the most me book ever. But I've never got around to it. I have it. In fact, I have an old hardcover Ulysses. I've just never read it. Of course you haven't. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Noir, what are you intimating about me with that statement? Something good, I hope. What's it about? Who are the dead poets in question? No. Okay. That you haven't seen a lot of it. Fair enough. I haven't. I don't know, you just like Borges. Joyce, like if Borges had the faint scent of piss. Oh, God, we're not resurrecting that again, are we? I have seen a lot of movies. That's the thing. I've seen, I would bet, probably more movies than most people. I just mostly watch crap. Like, last summer, I spent, I don't know, like 6 weeks going through every shitty giallo slasher movie I could find, including ones that had no official English subtitles. That's a lot of movies. They're all bad. Oh no. No, not this attack. Fuck. Not now. Okay. Oh, what is going on? Okay, there we go. Piss Boy Reborn. This is what I was afraid of. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. This is the true reason I don't like this fight. It's the same reason as all large monster fights in FromSoft. You can't fucking see anything going on if you're up close. Okay. No, wrong button. God damn it. Oh. Joke's on you, motherfucker. I've got a horse. Okay. No, not again. Hammer showing up on cue with the piss stuff. Fucking, oh, this is gonna be bad. I gotta dodge this golden fire now, too. Go figure, the piss stuff comes back when I'm fighting a pseudo-dragon with piss-colored flames again. Damn it. Oh. No, you don't. No, I need my stamina. Let's be careful here. What's happening? No, that's the worst news I could possibly get. That's... no. This is very bad. Fuck. Okay. Holy shit. I didn't know I could dodge that just by running off to the side. I'm sorry, I can't look at chat. Oh my god. Okay. Nope. I died. Well, so it goes. Okay. Let's look at what chat has said about me and piss and Dead Poet Society. It's about an English class in an oppressive boarding school, and Robin Williams is their teacher. Oh dear. Well, okay, admittedly that does kind of sound like the sort of thing I would watch, so maybe I should bump it up the list someday. Oh look, if Furrow's Piss Boy Joyce's Lake, the ineffable golden stream, endless, rank, inevitable. I agree, the larger bosses like that are usually my least favorite. Yeah. Yeah. Fire Giant? Oh man, that shit sucks. Hamifer, stop calling Furrow being Tinkle Boy. Showerless behavior. Oh man, I think I'd prefer Piss Boy than Tinkle Boy. Good lord. Oh. Tinkle Boy McGee. Oh no. Oh no. I fear I cannot hold back the stream again now that this cursed meme has come back to life. Maybe the Golden Order was the piss we pissed along the way. Oh fuck, it is called the Golden Order, isn't it? God damn it. Oh yeah. Oh, we're going that route, are we, Hammer? I'm a streamer. Who's the piss boy then? Here. I'm just putting out the stream. Let's not invite that line of thinking, shall we? Don't exactly come out smelling of roses yourself on that one. Golden stream. Yes. The pissers and the pissed. And I think with that, we've probably driven Misty out of here. Good lord. Okay, how are we doing for... okay, we got room for one more poll. And then we're going to look at that video, and then we're going for a break, and you can all think about what you've done as I step into this wall of golden light. And then when we get back, I have to show Daikon the lore. Fuck, I forgot a flask. Oh, why did I do that right there? I am stupid. Like I said, it's like I've never played this fucking game before tonight. Yeah. Walk up, hit once, flask, die. Okay, we're gonna do one more actual pull where I don't even know how to allegorize that. That was just stupid. I think if anyone watched that pull, they would be shocked to know that I had played the game before tonight, much less that I have beaten Millennia at level 1. I think that's really the main thing I produce, is that kind of ambiguity. Oh. There we go. It happens. Best to get it out of the way early. Is almost 2 hours of the way into a 3-hour stream early. I guess it is by a certain level of ambition. It's early in my streaming career. Let's go with that. You fucker. Don't do this to me. There we go. Yes, the last time we had to deal with the cursed piss-based memes was around the time that I got affiliate and thus released the golden leaf emote. And this joyous celebration was sullied by the behavior of chatters like Hammer and Lavender, who insisted that it was, you know, not a golden leaf to celebrate an achievement, but a piss leaf to mock and berate me. The peef. Yes, the peef. I mean early as in screwing up at the very start of the round. Fair enough. I guess I read you as trying to defend my honor a little more than you were. And you know what? I respect that. Uh-oh. Okay, fully thought I was going to die there. I misjudged what was happening on that attack. Ah. Okay. Well, on that note, let me pull up the promised short quasi-homoerotic video. Okay? Let's get this out of the way. British lads, chairs. There we go. Do I have to log in? Sign in to confirm your age. Are you fucking joking? Holy shit. Okay, I guess I will. British lads, chairs. Stop. Okay. How do I... Okay. Will this just work if I do this? Come on. Come on. Why is... Can I not? What? Why does... Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I know, Sheep. Don't worry. Don't worry. I just got to, you know, I got to make stream content. And my stream content, as you can see, involves a lot of my chat bullying me. So. Okay. Why did that go above everything else? Let's put that to the very back. There we go. Okay. And no, you absolutely don't have to log into Pornhub. Good God. I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I meant yellow YouTube. Orange YouTube. Okay. Are we here? Are we here? See, title British lads hit each other with chair. All right, here we go. Hope we can hear it.
Make sure it breaks in one, yeah?
Did you say what about Lucy?
You need to hit it hard. Hit it hard. Hit it hard so it breaks in one.
Alright.
Well, that's good.
I'm gonna get him on. End it.
Fuck yeah, go
Right, I'm gonna get him on.
Hit it hard.
Joe, bend over, mate. Right.
Don't get me in.
No, Joe.
Come on then.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
You don't need Jim. Over his back.
Is that what their accent is more?
I mean, you have to do it on the back. On the back. On my fucking back. Shitting hell, mate.
I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Fantastic. You got that video? I couldn't even feel my body then. I swear to God.
All right. Well, that's enough of that now. Okay. All right, chat. We're going to go... Oh, my God. we are going to go to a break now. 3 minutes. We're going to take an ad break. That's enough time to go grab a bit of food, grab a bit of water, take your medicine if you have medicine to take, or get up, walk around, and stretch. Or if you do none of that, you can come back here and tell me what John Twitch wants you to buy. All right, folks, I will see you in a couple of minutes. You have yourselves a very good 3-minute break. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everybody. Looks like the ad breaks are done. What did we get here? Twitch is trying to get you to start gambling. Of course, everywhere wants us gambling now. Take both Red Bull and Tylenol. Ah, yes. But which necessitates the other? Throw these onions in a Red Bull reduction. Grate Parmesan and Tylenol over the spaghetti. Ah, yes. The dinner of the all-night man. Okay. What is going on here? Why? OBS, why? Oh, still has the YouTube capture. Let's remove that now. Okay, there we go. Your Manchester era, in fact. You're all required to laugh at that now. FYI. You don't have to tell me if you did, but you are required. Thank you, Hammer. That didn't feel sarcastic at all, so good work. Yeah. Isn't it? I mean, Hammer, you weren't here for the 14-minute excursus, on Donkey Kong's nipples. Fortunately, Star Miria clipped one of the highlights from that. God, how many chairs do I own? I think I own 6 chairs. Well, technically, I own 2 chairs. There are 6 chairs in the apartment. Okay, if we're summing up the number of nipples we own and the number of chairs we own, then add 2 to that. Anyway, don't we all feel like we've learned something from watching that video? I feel like I learned something every time I watch it. I'm also genuinely shocked no one else had seen that. I seem to recall it was quite the viral sensation some years ago, but maybe not in the circles that the rest of you orbit in. Uncultured, I suppose. What can I say? Ah, the fucking little spears. Okay, yeah, thanks, Hammer. Thanks. Daikon, how do you feel about incredibly massive spoilers about the biggest lore secret in the game? Would it be bad if I gave those while you're here? Oh no, it would be something I would explain, not necessarily that you would see. Oh, you're talking about the video. I see. Never mind then. I have to say, you're right, you forgot. Forgot about... How could anyone forget about that video? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, I'm asking because you're the only person I know of who has a principled stance on avoiding spoilers some of the time. So long as you're cool with it, I will go ahead and talk about the lore of this boss a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna hold off on that until the next pull. We'll watch the opening cinematic. But you will recall, oh shit, as we've discussed previously, Radagon is the second husband and second Elden Lord of Marika, who is the queen of this realm, ruler of the Golden Order, and living vessel of the Greater Will. Yes, but I am remembering a specific conversation we had about the lore of this game in which I was going to discuss this specific spoiler and asked you, and you said, no, don't tell me, I want to play the game and find it. So maybe you already know what I'm gonna point out here. Oh fuck, I skipped the cinematic again. Okay, well I'll keep blabbering, and then we'll talk about that on the next one. So we will recall Marika rebelled against the greater will, almost certainly had some part in the plot to assassinate her eldest son Godwin, and the plot that was spearheaded by her daughter Rani, who is also, not incidentally, or sorry, not her daughter, I should say, Radagon's daughter, Rani, whose mother is Renala, Queen of the Moon. Wait, oh, you are gonna, oh, you do want to avoid the spoiler? Is that, have I interpreted that? Oh. That's a shame. Okay. I think I have actually... Okay. I guess we've lost Icon to the podcast. Oh well. But, okay, so for those of you who are still here and listening, let's watch this cinematic. So Marika, eventually as part of her rebellion, shattered the Elden Ring with her hammer on the anvil that you can see down below there. And here we can see Marika crucified on a shard of the Elden Ring itself. Note her famous long golden hair. And also that this figure is feminine in its shape. Falls down, though. See a change coming over the body. Picks up the hammer. The golden hair turns red. Famously the hair color of Radagon and his children. And now we see that we no longer have Marika, but Radagon. Thus, one of the central secrets of this game, which you are just learning now, but you might have had occasion to discover earlier in the game, that Radagon and Marika share the same body, somehow. It doesn't seem to be literally exactly the same body, because it changes when, you know, depending on who is in control over it. But they are two souls with a single vessel. Exactly how much independence Radagon has from Marika is kind of unclear. But it does appear that, you know, at the very least, this was a well enough kept secret that most people didn't know, and that it would have been a scandal if they had. But the children of Marika and Radagon, which we know are potentially Mesmer, but probably not. And then definitely Mikola and Millennia, and probably Melina. We have, you know, they all seem to be born cursed in some way, and this seems to be part of the argument that Mesmer is born of this union also. A kind of incestuous pairing. I mean, few people can do self-cest quite this comprehensively. But this seems to be some or another origin of the curse, that an attempt to create something new but selfishly by only involving yourself in it, not, you know, really looking to others. That new thing will be seriously flawed in some way. Radagon. Why? Well, I know why. It's because I'm standing too far away from you. Fuck. Alright. Well, I got owned. Exactly as I deserved, I suppose. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I'm pretty sure I've asked everybody that, but truth be told, I can't remember. So, if you have jumped into stream and I didn't personally shout you out to ask you how you were doing, how are you doing? How are things going? What's up? Skippa. Also, I will say there is one thing in Night Rain that has consistently irritated me more and more the more I play this game. It has not diminished in the slightest. In fact, it gets worse every time I play the game. And that's the cutscene that the very annoying cutscene right at the start of the run and right when you try to open the boss door. Like, come on, please just let us have a setting to auto-skip those cutscenes. But, you know, like, the one at the start is particularly galling to me because you have a loading zone after the cutscene anyway. So it's not like they're trying to hide it or mask it. We could just skip straight to the loading zone and zone in. No, we gotta have the cutscene. Ugh. I also thought, yeah, I thought you would agree with me on that one, Sheep. I guess there's something, I don't know, cinematic about the cutscene of, you know, you and your two pals walking towards a cliff. But, I disagree. Maybe the first time there is, but after that, I would rather just get on my bird plane and get onto the game. What? Oh. Getting... Oh, man. Well. I usually get distracted by the pretty colors on the floor, but I was fully just staring at the graphic. We are past the spoiler. We are. And anyone else, don't talk about the Radagon spoiler. I feel like they could possibly show the cutscene instead of the load screen or something. Well, yeah, that's like, you know, I thought maybe at first, you know, perhaps I'm just loading like faster than everyone. So if you're the slowest to load, you don't get the loading screen after the cutscene. But I don't know. It seems like there's no one who likes that you have to watch this cutscene. Because with 3 random strangers, guaranteed someone doesn't skip it. Ditto the one opening the door. I mean, the one opening the door doesn't irritate me quite as much for some reason. Maybe because the run is already done by that point. But... oh, come on. Michael Zaki, give us an auto-skip cutscene button. Damn it. I need to answer this as I've muted Piss. Wow, thank you. Chat is handsome and informative. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna have to put a rule that you're not allowed to compliment chat. We can't have that happening here. We have to have some standards. I don't want to hear that shit in my channel. You want to compliment chat? I was about to say, if you want to compliment chat, go to Misty. Unrelated, have you done a Soul Level 1 run in Dark Souls 1 before? I have not. I played Dark Souls 1 once, way back when it came out, on the really shitty, janky PC port they did back then. And I have not played a lick of it since. So, you know, I am definitely considering Soul Level 1 runs through Dark Souls for this, for me, later. Just not immediately. Like, once I am done with this fight, it'll be on to Dark Souls 2. And that's just going to be a regular run. I'm not going to do a Soul Level 1 run as my first playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Fun as that might be. I haven't quite reached that level of self-deprecation. But it is 100% on the list of things to do, eventually. Oh, damn it. I was reading chat and trying to time the dodges. Looking off to the side. I'm afraid I will read a lot of things out, but I cannot bring myself to read out kissy noises. Not here. I can't let chat have that power. Although I did read out an ooh-woo copy pasta thing recently, and also I think I am pretty sure I did promise Penguin that if he hit his original fundraiser goal, I would read some sort of long, embarrassing ooh-woo thing in support. Maybe I should make that a goal here. If we get to 250, I will read something awful. I don't know what. What is the quintessential long ooh-woo text? Oh, I know exactly what it would be. It would be that horrific song from a couple years ago. Okay. We're never going to speak of this again. I can't allow that. I have to have some self-respect. Not much, but some. Fuck. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm told Soul Level 1 in Dark Souls 1 is a pretty fun run. So this is in contrast to Soul Level 1 in Dark Souls 2, which I have heard is one of the worst things a human being can do to themselves. So I will probably not do the Soul Level 1 Dark Souls 2 run for the near future. Okay, in fairness to myself, I think I made that promise to Penguin in order to incentivize him doing the ooh-woo thing, which it was successful because he did do the ooh-woo thing. Damn it. I don't know. What am I prepared to do to get us to $200 for Trans Lifeline? I think I can stand to have me doing an ooh-woo voice on the internet forever. If it means, you know, some money for Trans Lifeline. That seems a fair trade. I just can't have it be that thing in particular that I was thinking of. So. Oh, I literally shuddered to think about it. Dark Souls 1 was my first Souls game. It's a special one for me. I've been considering doing a Soul Level 1 run, and in my head it didn't seem that awful, but I wasn't sure if I was playing it down too much. That's encouraging that it's a fun run. Yeah. I mean, you know, I will say it's not easy by level 1 standards. I mean, Elden Ring is probably the easiest of the Soul Level 1 runs. Just because the game is not quite so brutal on things like runbacks and whatnot, right? But I don't know, it depends on how much of the joy, or how much joy is removed from your life by really lengthy runbacks. Yeah. But the boss is arguably probably a lot easier. I mean, I am pretty sure I saw someone kill Gwyn at level 1 within like 2 weeks of the game being released. It's... you know, we love it, but its difficulty is not quite where we would maybe expect it to be these days. Yeah. Oh, that thing has got such a wide fucking hitbox on that thrust. I feel like it's shaped like a cone, and I just haven't internalized that. Ugh. Okay. But yeah, the thought of doing the Blizzard run in Dark Souls 2 to get to the wolves at level 1 is it gives me a headache just trying to think about it and imagining what it would be like to do that dozens and dozens of times is I don't want to do that. That seems bad to do. Doing a regular DS1 right now is a stream activity, but it's definitely not very difficult or anything. I love it, but a lot of things are really easy to obliterate just with bonks, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were still getting their, you know, their hands around, or they're getting a handle on balancing it, and... Ay! It is... very good, but yeah, I mean, it's all of the fights are so much slower than what we're going to be used to coming from Elden Ring, right? It's... oh, shit. You know, I say that as I stupidly die to one of the easiest attacks to dodge in this entire fight. But, you know, I kind of, you know, it's been like almost 10 years, I think, since I played Dark Souls 1. I don't honestly know if I can even remember the order of the bosses anymore. It's, I am looking forward to playing it because it will be almost like playing it new. Granted, I played Dark Souls 3 for the first time last August. That was pretty fun. But it was like, you know, it was like fucking Piccolo taking off his weighted training gear, coming to that from having just played through the DLC for Elden Ring, where everything moves at warp speed. And then even in Dark Souls 3, everything felt so slow. Even Dancer, right? And Sullivan. Oh yeah. It is fun, you know, it's showing its age, but it's a very fun game. You know what game I have been kind of itching to play again? Is Sekiro. I also haven't played that since it was new. I never did get around to playing the DLC, or any of the boss fights, which I understand the boss rush run in Sekiro that they added in the DLC. Or the bosses are very slightly different. So that'll be fun. Also, some good practice for just getting in the mindset to play the Executor. Oh, too early. I gotta focus on this fight. That was almost embarrassing. Oh, that was really embarrassing, though. Again? Really? Oh. The level design in the first half is incredible too. That's a highlight of the game for me. Are you talking Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3 on that one, Jet? See, I don't honestly... Dark Souls 1, okay. Honest to God, I don't remember the ragdolls from Dark Souls 1 all that well. I don't. I have heard, though, that the levels are quite... I don't know, the term I heard a lot was, like, more complex or more intricate. Like, there's just more, like, stuff that's built into the levels that isn't necessarily just like a hiding spot for an item, but it's just there, and you can get lost in it. It's a blind alley, which is kind of fun. I am excited to try Dark Souls 1 again, but I also feel like having sort of gone through the ropes once or twice will limit my ability to, you know, get everything out of it that I will with the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. But we'll see. We'll see. I am looking forward in Dark Souls 2 to having to spend my stats to, or spend my level ups to increase the stat that makes me drink my flask faster. I like that. That's a nice touch. That's sarcasm. I don't like that. But, hey, you gotta have a fun tax everywhere. It's nice that there's another one, other than HP. I loved how there was no fast travel during that portion, and everything is interconnected in clever ways. I like how you have to remember where to go. What's connected to... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of the horror of playing this game with no fast travel available. I mean, I guess, you know, you're just doing the scenic routes at that point. But without fast travel, you can never go to Round Table Hold. Except the first time. So I guess there'd probably be a bit of meta on, like... Oh, fuck. Oh, this attack again. Fuck. Like holding off on talking to Melina so you can go there a little late. Plus, when I first played it, I got myself into these ridiculous situations, like getting cursed in the Great Hollow with no fast travel available. Good times. I don't think they were good. I think you are lying. I don't think those were good times. That sounds like a really bad time. Don't do that. Don't get cursed in the Great Hollow. Don't do that. Character building. You know what character building is? Character building is the Capra Demon. That's a character building boss right there. Man, I hope I don't embarrass myself on that boss when I get to it on stream, because, man, Lord knows I embarrassed myself on that boss enough the first time. Aw, shit. Oh, well, put me out of my misery. Boss is so infuriating sometimes. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, arguably, boss, fine. Dogs, bad. Which I guess is part of the boss. I'm being pedantic, but... Whoa. You really gotta, you know, I guess that's a thing that Dark Souls 1 and maybe Dark Souls 2 had that you don't really have with the later games, where you've got to learn like an opening moveset. Like, how do you move immediately on entering the boss arena? mean, is there any boss in this game that requires you to move in a specific way as soon as you get in order to not get owned by dogs? I think the only boss that has like a, you know, basically mandatory opening move would be like Promised Consort, where you have to dodge that first charge. Oh yeah, Millennia. I forgot. I'll just have to kill her the first pull next time. Oh no. Damn. It was going so well. I mean, I guess by that standard too, Godfrey has an opening move on you. But only the first time because you start up close. Like even Esger, the other dog boss battle in this game, so much easier because you can just bring the fucking torch. But even if you don't bring the torch, the dogs don't move in quite such an aggressive pattern that you like have to learn a certain way to dodge around them up the stairs. Oh. One of these days, I'm not going to panic roll immediately when he does that combo. I used to do a lot of Millennia co-op. Host's survival percentage is a lot lower if they have the cutscene. Oh yeah, hadn't thought about that. Oh. And the dodge for that teleport is counterintuitively late. Yes. Same with the dodge for the Fire Giant's snow flinging attack, which is also counterintuitively late. Oh. No. Goddamn. I mean, I guess, you know what? I guess I could do Millennia co-op now. I feel like I've finally developed the skill set. Oh, you're back to talk shit again, are you, Noir? Putrescent Knight's Roar. Is that way for me? Is what way? They're like the thing that you always fuck up? Man, it's been basically a year now since I've played the DLC. I gotta get back to that before the summer is out. I just don't know how long to anticipate the Dark Souls 2 playthrough will take, because I have all of the DLCs for it too. Don't know if I want to do all of them straight away, because I don't know how long they are. It's counterintuitively late. Oh yeah. Oh. Also, hey, I wanted to ask for are you an ass about can and may being used interchangeably? No. Do you mean, do I love to make every teacher's favorite funny joke when people ask if they can use the bathroom? No, I don't make that funny joke. Aye. No, I honestly, as English teachers go, I am, you know, more unconcerned than most with the finer points of grammar. Got reminded of a fun anecdote? Oh, tell us more. If I react on impulse, I usually get owned. Well, hey, we know all about getting owned here. So you're in good company, Jet. Oh, that was unnecessary. Why did I do that? Yes, I'm using the horse in this fight. Don't give me shit about it. God. Well. Never mind. Guess we'll try again. I'm dreading resuming my rune level 1 plus 0. Oh, the Godskin duo. Good lord. Yeah. Godskin duo also, on top of being a quite difficult fight just in its own right, has one of the worst runbacks in the game, and when I was doing that fight, about 10% of the time, one of the banished knights would just fucking kill me through the fog door. So, you know, 10% of my pulls were just dead from the start. I would only do the run back and then I'd die. Oh, the other one in the temple? Yeah, I guess I could have done that. No, I'm dead. Furtive, do you know the hymn, Heavy with the Milk of the Lord? No. Tell us about it, Penguin. Noir says, a teacher made that exact joke to a classmate, and I guess something broke, and he pissed himself right there looking into his eyes and said, guess I can, huh? Milk is really your domain of experience, Penguin. I don't generally engage with milk in my life in any capacity, other than on occasion baking. I mean, maybe the milk of human kindness. I know a little bit more about that, but that's about it. Fuck. So, your friend, did the other students bully him about meaningfully pissing his pants? Oh, shit. Nope. Nope. Oh, hey, actually... Oh, no, not this again. Oh, that blows up. Oh, the wombo combos. Nope. You fucker. Bully him. That was the raddest shit we ever saw. Bro became a legend. I like that that's what the student body was like. I think, you know, where I grew up, people might have laughed in the moment, but they definitely would remember him as the he who pissed. Oh, shit. But I guess that's the superior European sense of humor. Fucking North Americans just get hung up on the piss. Can't look past it. Yes, indeed. Defiantly is a rare, you know, defiance is a rare modality for urination, but we should celebrate it whenever someone can achieve it. But yes, I am sorry, Penguin. My milk knowledge is not... I am but an infant in milk knowledge. I guess infants do know experientially much about milk, but not me. Not in this clumsy metaphor. The milk of the sun? Hey man, if you're milking your sons, I don't want to hear about it, okay? I don't think that's Twitch TOS. Fuck. Fucking goddamn teleport damage. Isn't sunlight milk of the sun? I mean, I guess that would explain why I get sunburnt so easily. It's just lactose intolerance, but optically. The sun is optical lactose. Okay. Let's follow through on this. Where's the lactate fuck in this metaphor? Not saying that. Not saying that, Noir. Not saying that. Milk just... I have no idea because I cannot remember the last time I had milk on my skin other than, I guess, the skin on the inside of my mouth. But it just strikes me as something that would be unpleasant to have on your body. I don't know. Like a milk bath, that seems awful to me. Over and above the waste of milk. I wouldn't want that. I don't know that I have a more sophisticated account of it other than seems icky. I have this intuition that I would come out of it very, very sticky. I don't really know why. Again, I don't know what milk feels like on the skin. But my lizard brain says no to the milk bath. Shit. Oh. Dodged the teleport. Lost to the follow-up. Ay. Actually, you know which boss I wish was a hell of a lot harder in this game is Moog. Because I put Moog down so quickly, comparatively. And with like a plus 14 weapon. I miss that fight. That's one of my first VODs, is fighting Moog. Legitimately one of my favorite fights in the game. Alas. Milk Candescent. I'm trying to think of, like, dare radiation, like dairy plus irradiated. Dairy thermal. Not... it's not working out for me here. I'm not coming up with good combos. Photons, milk, photon dairy, photon lactose, lactons, photos. Gideon off near the all milking. There's the Pride Month content we're looking for. There we go. Fuck you, Radagon. Okay. Let's kill this big stupid dragon thing. I say that like it matters how hard chat is trying. No, it's you get the loathsome milk eater. Ay. Oh shit. Never dealt with these this close. I don't know what risks I can take. Not that many, I guess. Hey, Wayne. How's it going, man? No! Fuck! It's a fucking dragon and its big fucking twisty sword. It's your birthday. Holy fucking shit. Happy birthday, Wayne. Golden Leaves in the chat. Happy birthday, Wayne Larva. Progenitor of one of this chat's most cursed memes, Roach Milk. We were just talking about milk. We summoned you with the milk, Wayne. God, it's been so long since we had a Roach Milk chat. Happy birthday, Wayne. Hope to see you fly like a butterfly. Yeah, what is the adult stage of the Wayne larva? What are we looking at here? A loathsome milk eater. I guess I am technically a loathsome milk eater too, because I primarily consume milk through things that I eat rather than drinking it. I'm roaching the milk tonight in Wayne's honor. Oh man. It feels like a... No, I'm not going there. Never mind. Adult stage of a Wayne larva is... Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for the tremendous clarity you've brought on that. What are the characteristics of Wayne? How would I know a Wayne if I encountered one in the wild? Ay, ay, ay. Also, by the way, chat, has anyone in here played a game called Redneck Rampage? So I was thinking, for my birthday, I might play Redneck Rampage on stream because it is the first PC game I ever played. Your great-grandfather showed you Redneck Rampage? I could believe it. I know that my grandfather knew about Redneck Rampage because my dad told him about it. Your older cousin played it a lot. How exciting. Oh, how exciting. Humanoid with golden skin and a crescent moon-shaped head. Kind of looks like they have horns. I'm getting vibes of that weird game. Penguin, what was that game where I got mad at you for not looking up? Do you remember what that was? You were streaming it and I was shouting at you in chat to look up and you wouldn't do it. Oh, right. Boss fight. Actually, you know what? It is it like it's free on Steam and I think Fluffy played it too, Wayne. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's like surreal. I could not possibly tell you what the story of this game is. Fuck. Adam Warlock is Marvel shit, I think. Oh my god, there's a follow-up. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's another follow-up. Oh, they're from oh god damn it. They're from Hylix. Okay. Oh, I gotta play that soon. So Hylix is number 3 on my list of Friday stuff. So right now I have No Skin, and then after that it's Look Outside, and then after that it's Hylix. So I guess we will get to observe other adult Waynes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Hylix is horror, but it's weird, and I like weird shit. I remember, Penguin, there was a building that looked like a seal or something. Yeah, no Wayne larvas or old Waynes, but a Wayne. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I'll try not to catch that one in a net. You gotta let the adults go sometimes, so there can be more Waynes. Anna, yeah. Sorry. I am sorry, Wayne. I did briefly envision that adult form of Wayne would be a character from Anna. You know what's concerning, chat? I'd still eat Soylent Green knowing what was in it. That's real horror right there. Well, Penguin, you've eaten human flesh. What was it like? I wouldn't consider Hylix to be a horror game, though. Some people really strongly dislike it because of the stop motion. Really? That's a shame. Oh, man, I have got to show Mad God in movie night one of these days. Oh, speaking of which, people, we've got an off-cycle horror movie night coming up on Saturday. Okay, 7 p.m. PST on Saturday. We're going to be watching R Point. R Point is incredible. It is a really, really, really good horror movie. Great, even if you don't conventionally like horror movies, I promise. So I'd highly recommend you stop by to watch that one. And also, Sunday, movie night, same time, 7 p.m. PST, we will be watching the final 2 episodes of the first season of Twin Peaks. And then the week after that, we'll be starting season 2. And season 2 will probably take us all summer because it's 22 episodes. We'll hit season 3, I guess, sometime in the fall. But yeah, please come by. All of this shit is good to watch if you like watching things that are good and dislike watching things that are crap, like I do. It was with cheese, so I'm not sure. Oh. Darn. Don't ask me how I know, but I know for a fact it tastes like gamier pork. Well, I don't know what pork tastes like, so I will trust your judgment on that. Okay, last pull, and then we're gonna look for a raid to exit out to tonight, folks. This is the first, so far, first normal streaming week I've had in like 2 months. Meanwhile, I love stop motion so much and can't comprehend why people don't like it. It's actually why I got into Hylix in the first place. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have a phobia of it, I could understand it, but the idea of someone taking like a principled artistic aversion to stop motion is so hilariously inept to me. But I guess people get hung up on weirder, pettier shit than that. Ah, I got you this time, you fuck. There we go. Penguin, tell me, in all of the discussion of Donkey Kong's nipples that you've gone through on stream, have you had to handle the question of the Donkey Kong milk? The D-kilk. Or just kilk, I suppose. You fucker. How dare you? How dare you, Radagon? I love that I'm finally getting on stride here. Right at the end of stream. So I'll have to then stop and wait 5 days to play it again. You have to be an intellectual to understand Wallace and Gromit. Oh. Oh. What a blast from the past. Yeah, if you want to know more about Donkey Kong's nipples, ask Penguin. He's the expert. Uh-oh. That was too slow. Yeah. I fucked up. Shouldn't have gone for that last hit. Oh well. Lesson in greed to wrap up the night. Okay. Let's see here. Who is on? Who is on? Who is on? Also, how many do we got? We got a few. Okay. We can go see. Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm just kicking around here. Good night, Pookies. Ugh. Don't like that for some reason. Okay, let's go say hi to Pascal Empertail, who is playing Pacific Drive, which I understand is quite good, but I have not myself played it. Alright folks, thank you for stopping by here. Thank you for coming and spending a chunk of your evening with me. Always appreciated it. Always appreciate it. Oh my god, I can't talk tonight. Good lord. I'll be back on Friday. I honestly don't think I'm going to play No Skin. I'll probably play one of the other many games I have in the to-play list that I haven't finished yet. But we'll play something, and then movie night on the weekend. All right, folks, have yourselves a good evening. I will see you another day. Bye-bye.